My name is Imran Subzwari, and I work at HSBC Asset Management as the head of wholesale customer propositions and direct channels. I'm a British-born Muslim of Pakistani heritage, but I was born and raised in a small town in Wales. I think that combination of religious and cultural influences, as well as the fact that I often looked and sounded different to those around me, meant that I think often wrestled with those issues of self-identity without always being conscious of it. I think by the time I finished my A-levels, I believe those feelings contributed to me wanting to attend the University of Birmingham, where there was a significant proportion of the students who looked like me. And I think that provided some level of comfort and reassurance. I think fast forward to the start of my professional career at JP Morgan Asset Management, and whilst I did see a smattering of brown faces across the office, I think I just accepted being in the minority in this alien environment. I do think, looking back, that I felt like a bit of an imposter, but I don't think I questioned it at the time, or questioned the level of ethnic minority representation, and quite simply accepted the dynamics as I saw them. I think without realizing it, I would not necessarily be my authentic self in the office. And in some ways, I think I became a bit of a chameleon, sort of adjusting my behaviors, mannerisms to fit in with colleagues, so to not impact my career adversely. However, I think where I felt most like a fish out of water would often be in the pub or bar after work. Whilst, the environment itself wouldn't necessarily make me feel uncomfortable, I think the endless barrage of questions, asking me, why don't you drink, or just have one, I think they often left me feeling like a little bit of an outsider and having to somehow justify my religious beliefs. And I think that came at a time when there was quite a bit of tension following the terrorist atrocities in New York and London. And so often I was quite on the defensive at that time. I almost felt obliged to sort of mask my Muslim identity for fear of a drunken comment about my faith. And ultimately, I think those social events held less and less appeal. I guess as I reflect on those times, I would advise my younger self to recognize that the vast majority of people are not malicious in their intent when they ask those questions. I think it was just something that I needed to have more confidence to be closer to my authentic self, and to not shy away from those conversations about either my culture or religion, because in reality, that it's by having those conversations that you can break down barriers and between people built up over time due to ignorance. Thank you.